See, wait till I tell you. I'm going to interview and ask you a series of questions, and you
Okay,
answer.
okay.
Okay, whenever you say ready.
Ready.
This will be a different video.
Oh, this is, okay.
Okay.
Take one.
Not up too close, but enough. You know how to do it. You'll have to travel along with us and be our photographer.
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my sister Nella V.
Yes, or Nellie V.
Nellie V, as we're known on Cains Creek.
Right.
And we were from Blaine, Kentucky, Cains Creek, and went to school. Where did you go to grade school?
Okay, I went to that one-room grade school that we both did up until about 4th or 5th grade. And then the school bus started coming up. They blacktopped our road, or at least gravelled it better, to where the school bus could come and would take us out to another larger school with a community in Blaine.
Yeah.
But when we went up to Cains Creek to school, there were, 8 or 10 kids, grades
All in one
1
room.
through 8, all in one room.
Yeah. And what happened to you one day when you went out to get a drink of water?
Oh, I rested my hand on the pump, the pump with the handle and I had the pump, and I laid my hand there, and the pump caught and took my finger down in, and it was caught, and they had to pry it loose, had to pry the pump apart enough to get my finger out, and it tore my fingernail off. And so I remember going home with an injured hand.
All 4 of us got to go help take you home.
Oh, y'all got to, and we took our lunches to school. And it was raised floor. The school building was. It was also served as a church, and it had a raised floor, and we would get under there and play.
Yeah.
And we took little plastic dishes and things like that, and dolls, and we'd play under there at recess.
Play tag and.
Yeah, it also had grapevines, and we would swing on those grapevines on those trees, and it
had an outside toilet.
The toilet, had a boys' toilet and a girls' toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both had the toilet.
Did you smoke the grapevines?
No, we didn't. No,
we smoked rabbit tobacco.
But we did smoke rabbit tobacco. I guess our dad smoked back at that time. Didn't Victor smoke?
Yeah,
I think he
for
did.
like 26 years.
Because what I'm thinking is, where do we get those little papers to roll it?
We also used brown paper bags, which wouldn't stay lit, but like 5 seconds.
I don't know. He wouldn't have wanted us to have his little papers, those little white papers.
No, we may have sneaked off a few, but we tried to use brown paper bags.
Oh, well, I don't know.
And it would go up in flames right away.
Oh, and we would walk in the evenings. We didn't have TV for a long time because our dad didn't think that, it would be good, and plus the money to afford one. So up at Harry and Clary's up the holler, we would walk up there with the coal oil lantern, and Mary always got to carry the lantern because she was oldest.
Well, Mary got to do everything.
Yeah, she got to do everything. And we'd go up there and watch TV.
The little general, no.
And remember, before color came, it was black and white. With watching the TVs, the people would have a strip, and you would just put a plastic strip over your TV, and the top would be blue and the bottom would be red. No, the middle would be red and the bottom would be green. So you could have color
TV.
watching TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went up there and watched Ricky Skaggs when he was a little boy, about 5 or 6 years
Yeah,
old.
they got to be big time and went up to Huntington and was on TV.
On Lester Flat show.
And his family on the Lester
We
Flat
had
Girls
Rosina and
Clubs.
Raylene.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
Yeah.
how did we go see the 4th of July in Louisa?
Oh, in the back of a truck. And we took chairs. Mom would put her kitchen table chairs, and we all sat, Mom and whoever would be up front, and then we would put chairs and we'd sit in the back in the
Johnny
chairs.
Lemming's truck.
And
Wasn't it Johnny
it was
Lemming's
a bigger
grocery truck?
And it had a wooden frame that went around it. So so we sat in chairs or sat on the floor of the truck. If you adults maybe sat in the chairs. There was a lot of us.
Oh, the whole truck bed would be full of people going to the 4th of July. Well, who did we buy ice cream from in Louisa? Remember getting ice cream?
Oh, the drugstore.
In front of the courthouse.
I just remember the drugstore.
Yeah, but there was a blind man that sold it in front of the courthouse. Don't you remember
Oh,
him?
we had that little stand. I remember I always got strawberry. I always wanted strawberry.
He was blind, but he took money.
Yeah, and he could do change. Well, he was in that little booth, but I didn't know he sold the ice cream.
Yeah,
but he sold something.
Like a creamy whip ice cream.
Okay, but there was a blind man, and he could make change, and he knew how to do that.
Daddy would give us a quarter.
Yeah.
And we'd go into the drugstore.
Of course, you could get your ice cream was probably just a nickel or a dime or something.
We get a hot dog and a drink, and still could buy a little hair bow or something for a
You
quarter.
can remember things better than I can.
You remember stuff I didn't remember about the playing under the schoolhouse.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, and let's see.
We did cheerleading. We drove up to all those places.
Now you're getting in high school. Our high school days. Oh yeah.
We rode the school bus. Went to Van Leer, Inez.
Yeah.
They go.
We even got to go to Paul Blazer at Ashland when we were in a
Played
tournament
Louisville
there.
Mail.
And yeah,
Our little boys
our
played Louisville
basketball team
Mail.
was really, really good. Our high school basketball team, and which is very unusual for a little small school in
Yeah.
eastern Kentucky. And a couple of the boys that graduated got to go to Austin P on a basketball scholarships.
Yeah, Bobby
Yeah.
and Don, I think.
But let's go back to the little days, to the younger
Okay, back
days.
to the little days.
Yeah, the younger days.
Oh, I know. What was our big entertainment in the summertime in the garden with the green beans, picking bean bugs?
I don't know. That
don't
wasn't
remember picking
entertainment.
bean
Sure, I remember picking bean bugs off.
How do we pick them off?
I just picked them out of your hands and squished them, didn't we?
I think so.
I think so.
Unless we got fancy and used a lid to the
Nah,
cereal
nah,
top.
we don't want to get fan. And now even today, whenever I kill a spider or something, Meredith, I'll get a tissue or something with that spider.
I do it with my foot. Usually just step on them.
Nah, I just use my fingers if I'm desperate, if they're there in the corner, you know.
We'd try to suntan and lay out in the yard, suntan.
We could never tan. We always just turned red,
Exactly.
pink, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little Frank, he got sunburned. He was out in the sun. And I remember he was actually blistered. His back was blistered.
We
And
weren't made for
then
the
later he dies of cancer, skin cancer, melanoma.
Yeah.
You know,
Wonder if
that might have
connected.
had something to do with him.
He
being
got burnt so
He
bad.
was really blistered. He was blistered. And just big water blisters was on his back and on his shoulders. He was a little boy. He stayed out.
Yeah.
He got blistered.
We have
in
to
the
tell
sun.
Junior getting stung on the ear by the wasp.
Oh, he ran around the house. Oh, he got stuck again the second time.
Got stung on the other ear. I was on the hill. We used to have I have a little brown hymnal, which I'll put a picture on. And we'd go stand on the side of the hill. There was rock cliffs, and it was like stair steps. And
Yeah,
we could stand
yeah,
up there and
yeah.
sing like you were on stage, and walk down the steps, and there was a creek. So this one day, we were up there singing. I was starting down the hill, fell and rolled into the creek.
Oh, when Corlo got poison ivy.
Well, that too.
Oh,
But at the same time, I was rolling into the creek. Junior got stung by a wasp on the ear. And so here Mommy had two kids screaming on each side. Junior then, after his ear swelled out like Mickey Mouse, and he was afraid to go around that side of the house again, he went around the other side of the house and it stung him on the other ear.
oh, but when Corlo was little, she got over there somehow and got in poison ivy on the back of her legs and on
slid
her
down
butt.
the hill.
She slid down the hill, and she was so blistered and so in pain. And we took her up to the old lady up the holler.
No, the old man.
He did it.
Taylor.
Oh, with the bacon grease. He said some words in bacon grease and rubbed on it.
Yeah.
And it did get better. I don't know if it just got better on its own or if
He
it
did
was.
my legs too. Spit on his hands and rubbed the legs.
I thought the old lady. I thought Phoebe Jane did
No,
it.
it was Taylor. He had the gift.
He had the gift.
And we went back to Ma's while I was all
This is
blistered.
our grandma's. Yeah.
Went back to Ma's, Davison's, and I had my clothes had soaked through with the poison, and
That water.
I had to wear Aunt Susie's underwear. My mommy washed mine. I had to wear Aunt Susie's underwear. These big old
I
underwear.
guess those blisters had
They seeped, yeah.
seeped, yeah. That from
It
that
was
poison
terrible.
ivy.
It was
Yeah.
terrible. I had it one time in where we live now. I got it on my face. We were going on a motorcycle ride. I pulled some weeds, didn't go in and wash my hands, and was sweated. I had on a helmet and wiped my face like that, and had it all over my face and neck. And Uncle Ralph, Bricky, came that way because one of his grandsons or somebody was playing in a tournament in Morehead City, and he was right in our area. Stopped by, visited me at the house, and I'm all swollen. I have a picture of me and him, and my face is red and swollen.
Huh.
I eventually had to go to the doctor and get a shot to get rid of it. So when I get it, I get it.
You can't
bad.
mess with poison
Yeah.
ivy, can you? Okay.
This is probably long enough on this
I
video.
think so.
So
I
we're going to
think so.
sign
We're
off, and
signing
we may
off.
be back with more stories from the hills.
We're looking forward to it.